that's what I'm going to sit down with price. Got the measurements, and I'm going to go over and see all the different prices. See those up. Come to get a pack like
just 1 second. Come look at this.
$26 to $42.
Just take the phone.
We going. That's why I got to take the measurement. We at least gonna need about 20 something.
Take the phone.
Packets.
Look right at the sign. I got it zoomed in. It's black.
Where's that? I lost the sign.
Materials.
Where's that, bro? Oh shit!
It's black in the sign.
Oh shit! Yeah.
It's black in the sign.
Man, cause that's like a little planet,
Now,
man.
you see the beam going straight up and straight down, right?
Yeah.
It's not a chemtrail, but you can't see that shit.
Hell no. But look at that beam. Where's the beam going? Where is it going?
And it's not a sunlight. It's not sunlight.
Hold on.
Man, this was a rain.
You can't even see where the beam going to. That motherfucker.
They making it rain. That's what all this
Oh
is.
yeah, I've seen the show where they can manipulate.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that's what I'm saying. They trying to do that today.
Shauna,
This shit. Why is it so much?
you're not understanding. There is a beam coming straight up and straight down. It's not even a.
Like I said, if you can
it's
see
not even a
spaceship
chemtrail.
fly from that motherfucker right now, who you gonna call? Who you gonna tell?
I'm not gonna do that to
Think
nobody.
of like this. Well, quit looking at it. They don't put that shit on channel 5.
So how much you think the
Single
thing
don't pass.
cost me all together? I gotta get some money.
Like it's average width, that's about average size width.
Hello everybody, back again. I had this message from Strange Times. I'm going to read it. It's quite a long message. But he's thinking Mandela. Your channel is very original. Thank you. And finds things that I would never have thought of or come across. Oh, I feel very happy about that because sometimes I wonder what I'm doing. You know, like they're not always the most popular things, like about the flags, about the Roman Empire, about all these things. They're not the most popular, but they are the truth, or more of the truth than what we've got. So that's why I put them out. But anyway, it says, I'm sure you've heard of the Mandela effect, and like many probably think that it is a psyop. If you do believe it is a psyop, I can assure you that it is not. The aeroplane alone shows you that something in reality has changed it drastically. If you remember, the jet engines were originally underneath the plane wings. How now they are not. They're in front. That this makes no sense. We are told that the wings and sails contain fuel. This now means that the heat caused by the burning of the jet fuel and extreme heat this would cause is under the wing, the same wing that contains the jet fuel. This is an extremely dangerous place to put the heat. It was never there before. It was always under the wing, expelling the heat harmlessly. Hang on a second. Expelling the heat harmlessly into the air behind it, which in itself caused the plane to move forward. This proves that planes do not run on jet fuel. They are running on some sort of free energy. As regards the Mandela effects, if you look back at plane development, you will see that the jet engine has always been at the front of the plane, whereas I and millions of others have always remembered that being under the plane wings. I hope you look into this fascinating subject. The Mandela effect is a real thing. Just look at the globe and you will see how many countries have changed. Australia, for example, is no longer at the bottom of the world. It is now only a day and a half boat journey to Papua New Guinea. This is just one of the many thousands of examples of changes. So I thought I would look at aeroplanes. Yes, I think everybody kind of remembers these kind of planes, don't you? You know, where the engine is underneath the wing and attached to the wing. Like that. I think that's sort of the 70s, to be honest. But they did change quite a lot. First of all, I mean, obviously they look like the 60s, don't they? Look at the front of that plane. And that's how we remember them. Like that. And now they're like this. They're different now. The wings are smaller. They're just different. And the one at the back, here at the back, they were doing that in the 60s and 70s. So in the 1940s, planes looked like this. The propeller part was attached. It's all attached to the wing. It's all in the part of the wing. It's all part of one thing in the wing. Yeah, built into the wing. I mean, maybe they started off as petrol, realised it was so dangerous, you know, gasoline, whatever it is, you know, flying gasoline, creosote, whatever it is, and then they realised it was too dangerous, and then they changed them, because these are in the wings. These are what the little planes still probably look like, don't they? And now they're like this. Cantonar? That's it. The wing hangs, it's called cantonar, I think, something like that. It's attached at one end, so don't forget the wings are bouncing up and down. Yeah, and you've got one of those outside the window. And I do think that some of these got really big. I mean, they're not small, are they, anyway, but just so big, some of them. And then in about the 60s and 70s, they started putting the engines on the back of the plane. Oh, and engines look like that, like this. So they look a bit more Concorde-like. They were doing that in the 60s and 70s. So they did change it. And if the engines weren't there, they were on the back of the plane. That's what they liked doing in those days. I mean, you can tell it's quite an old plane, can't you? Like that. And that reminds me sort of Concorde, really. Yeah. And then I've noticed that, okay, that one's got engines at the back, but the wings aren't in the middle anymore. They're more towards the back of the plane. So the wings maybe have changed place with those engines. There you go, back of the plane, 60s and 70s. And then obviously they've changed them again. See, those are the back of the plane. Yeah, I just picked those pictures up so we, you know, those things are quite big as well, aren't they? Just so big. But, yeah. They're attached to the wing now, more than built into the wing. So there's this bit in here where he's put, you know, about how they're underneath the wings and they're not in front. This makes no sense because of the fuel, the heat and everything like that. So when you see something like this, so if masses of heat is coming out of this, why is all this so close to this? This has the hydraulics of the plane in it. This is what steers the plane up, down, whatever. So why is it, if heat is coming out of this, it's so close to these? Surely you would not put things that could spark and all that kind of stuff anywhere near the electrics and also the petrol of the plane. So I think that's all crazy. I do see that. I think it's all crazy. Seems to me when they go, the new Airbuses, when they go up in the sky, their feet off the ground, and these things are flying around as if they're in the water and swimming somehow, if you get my drift. And, you know, nothing to do with heat, I don't think, from what they've told us. And if there's no engines in the plane, then that thing that happened in 2001 couldn't have happened either then, because they used aeroplane fuel as the reason they came down. So it can't be that either then, can it? See? We're just so lied to. And it's still quite big. Yeah, look at that one at the bottom. And look how far out that one is. Wow. But that's what I think we're used to, is those kind of planes. That's what we remember. And they're now like this, and it's different. The engine sticks right out, doesn't it, on those? I mean, it does on them, but I suppose you wouldn't have seen them the same because they were under the wing, whereas the other ones come up over the wing. More like that, but attached. Anyway, what's your thoughts? Thank you very much for watching. Leave your comments. Mandela, like the questionnaire. What's his name? His name is Strange Times. Is it more like him? Or, yeah, is it more like him? Do you feel it's a Mandela effect? Leave your comments below. Thanks very much.